Okay.
700 years before the events of the first Nightmare Night. Ancient Equestria, 500 years before the events of Princess
This
banishment to the moon. The royal sisters were kind of teenagers in those days. The tribe that sided with the flame trotters were in hot water for what they did, but had the guts to ask for help from Gaia's tribe, the Okmara, who were for some reason holding grudges, which isn't like them. The other tribes put it to a vote and decided to put the Creomos in charge of settling this problem, as they are a more sensible acting wild magic using tribe who aren't known for holding grudges. Now Cricketina was glad to be out of fighting a war, but wasn't a pacifist quite yet, so she was put in charge of trying to bring peace between all of the tribes. Cricketina first decided to visit the Okmara to try and have one of them come as a representative for their whole tribe in this big political issue between them and the other tribe, when the tribe's elder said after a long debate, "We've decided that Silverhorn will be sent with you to the
Zotto
tribe in this debate." "As you wish," said Cricketina, as a reluctant Gaia was soon at her side. They were to travel to the capital of the Zotto tribe's empire, just the two of them. Gaia was keeping quiet the whole time. It didn't take a genius to know that Gaia wasn't thrilled about the whole arrangement, as it was putting her in a sour mood. "Look, isn't your tribe known for being the most helpful out of all of us?" "This is very different. The Zottles sided with the Flame Trotters," said Gaia during their first travel together. "So in my eyes they are partly at fault for the kidnapping of my little sister." "I see, so it's a debt they owe her. I think I can use this," thought Cricketina, who put together a big plan. When they first arrived at the Zottles, things got pretty chaotic. Gaia got into an argument with the head of the capital city and nearly started a civil war. Cricketina noticed the Zottles were starving. Turns out the war with the Flame Trotters had depleted their food resources terribly. Gaia was almost ready to leave them to dust when Cricketina got her to see the starving children. This is what finally got Gaia to finally see that this tribe was suffering. Gaia then met with the Zottle in charge one final time, who said with a serious and knowing look on his face,
"Look, I get that you, like everyone else, is mad at our tribe for how we..."
"I don't care that you sided with the Flame Trotters," said Gaia quite suddenly. "This is the fact that you sided with an enemy who took a member of my father's family, my own sister. This is a very personal matter, as she didn't take part in the war, but she means the world to me." The Zottle King realized that family is one of the most important things to Gaia, so he apologized to her, which was what Gaia actually wanted. Gaia agreed to help the Zottles with their food shortage as thanks. Cricketina was hanging out alone during one party with the Zottles after the whole political thing had died down, when Gaia said, while joining her with some food she brought to share, "Hey, I still remember what you did for me and my family. Thank you again for that." "You're welcome," said Cricketina, who accepted the food. "I never forgot that day. I realize now that I didn't rebel in the recruitment camp. If I didn't rebel in the recruitment camp, I would regret it now. How is your sister faring?" "She's good. She's a big part of the restoration force of our tribe's village," said Gaia, who then smiles at Cricketina. "I guess we'll be seeing a lot of each other, huh, friend?" "You consider me your friend now?" asked Cricketina, with a bit of a smirk on her face. Gaia nodded before they both feasted into the night.